Welcome back everybody. Today I'm going to show you how you can use your old phone as a webcam. Most laptop webcams are either very grainy or can't handle light very well, or some PCs don't even have a webcam. So yeah, there are two methods of doing this, either with Wi-Fi or with a cable. I'm going to show you both ways, so let's get straight into the video. So for this video I'm going to be using my old Pixel phone, which as you can see is a little bit broken, but the main camera is still working. But you can use any phone. You can use your main phone or you can use an old phone. It doesn't really matter. So the two methods are, one is easy, it's with a cable, especially for Android devices. iOS works too, but it takes a little bit more steps. And the second method is using Wi-Fi with the application called DroidCam, which sets up a really easy low latency Wi-Fi connection that you can use as a webcam. So as you can see, I have connected my Pixel with USB-C to USB-C cable, and you can see that in the options where you usually choose file transfer or just charging, you can also select webcam. You need minimum Android 14 for this feature to work, but you can select webcam, and then if you slide down you can actually see an option which you can access the webcam settings, and if you press that you can see the webcam works, you can see the image, you can rotate the camera. It could be useful, and you can also select one of the lenses, so you can choose the ultra wide or you can choose the 2x zoom lens. So I have the phone part set up. So if I go on my computer right now, you can see I'm opening the camera app, and there you can see it's black because my phone is lying down. If I lift it up, you can see it works perfectly. You can take pictures, you can take a little video with it. For using it in OBS, you can right click and then you can add a video device, and then you can select your phone, and then it works. You see this little thing, you can slide it around, you can make it bigger, and then you have it working with OBS. So that is the method for the cable for Android. For iPhone, it's really complex to do it. You can use some applications, but usually those are paid applications. So for iPhone, I would just suggest using the next method we're going to discuss, which is of course connecting it through Wi-Fi. So for the second method, we're going to be using the application DroidCam. It is a free app, but you have a watermark across it and not access to the full features and full latency. It still works really well free. I did use to call some friends and to have a work meeting, so it works perfectly fine. But you can pay for it. It's 15 euros, which is a hell of a lot cheaper than a webcam. So if you like it, you can test it out for free, and then you can buy it. So to install it, we're going to the Play Store and we're going to install the app. So with the app installed, you can see your Wi-Fi IP, and you can also see your DroidCam port. So I've blacked those out, of course. But yeah, that's just the main screen of the app. That means that it's ready to connect to your computer. Let's go through some of the features of the app. As you can see, you do get ads. You can also watch ads voluntarily, and then you have 1 hour of like premium, which you normally have to pay for. That could be useful if you have like an important meeting once a day. You can just watch an ad, and then you have the free version to support the developers. So as you can see, we just unlocked the HD mode. Let's go into the settings. You have video settings where you can choose normal, high. It depends on your Wi-Fi connection. If it's not really working, I would suggest a lower option. You also have some target bitrate options, but I will leave those on auto for now, unless you want to tinker it with yourself. There are some other options like keep your device awake. I would highly suggest you dim it, because otherwise your phone will be using a lot of energy. And yeah, that's not what you want. So it should dim when it's live, like probably not gonna look at it anyway. You can also select some options like front cam or the back cam. I'm going to say left cam, but your rear camera or your front camera you can select. So you have two ways to download DroidCam. The first one is going to the site and getting the Windows client, which you can find on droidcam.app. Let's download that first. You also have an OBS plugin, which is really useful, really easy to use. So especially if you're streaming or if you're in content creation, that's really nice. Like if you're using it for Discord or for work calls, that's something different. So yeah, you can download the Windows client, then you get a little pop-up, you can execute that. and then yeah, accept all the terms. So then you can open the DroidCam client, just search for it in your PC. Now you see a screen where you can add a device, so you're just going to select that, and there should be a pop-up where you can see your device with the same IP and the same port. So if something goes wrong, you can check if those are matching, like on your phone and on OBS, not OBS, on the DroidCam client. So if you added it, yeah, you see now black screen on my screen because my phone is laying down again. But with the red bars, you can see that it works. If you get a green screen, then you may need to restart the Droid client app, which I will show on screen right now. That solved the issue for me. So let's start with the OBS plugin, which is the easiest, especially like I said, for streamers or content creators. So to install the OBS plugin, we're first going to download the OBS plugin from their website. And as you can see, here they show how you can use it. So if you download it, you can execute the file directly and then just follow the steps. They are really straightforward. I already, as you can see, have it on my computer, but you can just go ahead with the install. So after that, we're going to open OBS. We're going to be in our scene, and then we're going to right click and we're going to add source, and then we're going to select DroidCam OBS. All right, it's right here, and now it's going to open a window where we will be able to select the web. Right, as you can see, it found the pixel. So yeah, we're going to select OK. Right, if we have selected the pixel, let's change the resolution, which stood at 640 by 480 to 1920 by 1080, and let's activate the device. And then, as you can see here, it activated my front camera. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change it in the app. So I'm going to change it to the back, and then you can see I have the back camera right over here. So yeah, that is the activation. I'm going to press OK. I'm going to swipe this over here, and then I have a webcam I can use. You can see over here, I'm going to enlarge it a little bit. You can see that it has a watermark, but that watermark is, you can use it if you drag it here and then keep your head over here. Then you have no problems with the watermark. So that is something that you can use. So those are the two ways that you can use your own phone as a webcam. If you have any questions or problems, some technical issues, please leave a comment. I will be trying to answer all the comments on this video. It's relatively straightforward. The DroidCam way works both for iOS and for Android. And the cable method 1 that we showed only works for Android. So I hope you guys all liked this video. If you did and found it really interesting and it helped you, then don't forget to subscribe. That would help me in a really great way. I'm going to see you guys in the next video. So goodbye.